Hi, this is Vince Del Monte, previously known as Skinny Vinny, and I want to share my very strange but true muscle building and weight gain story with you today. It's how I went from an embarrassingly scrawny 149-pound lanky long distance runner and shot up to an impressive 190 pounds. That's 41 pounds of pure muscle, and I became a Canadian fitness model champion. How did I do it? Completely differently than what the popular muscle magazines and websites are teaching, and very different than what your trainer or bodybuilding buddies are telling you to do. Warning, what you're about to learn in this video presentation will contradict everything you thought you knew about building muscle, getting ripped, and healthy weight gain. And in just a moment, you'll discover why that is good news. Now, if you're anything like me, then you want to pack on rock hard muscle mass fast, and you want to do it with no dangerous steroids, with no expensive supplements, with no long hours at the gym, and with no fancy gym equipment. And by the end of this short but revealing presentation, I'll do more than tell you my story. I'll reveal to you the 5 dirty little lies of the bodybuilding industry responsible for scamming you out of 90% of your muscle growth and 100% of your money. Then I'll give you the solution that I discovered to build 41 pounds of rock hard muscle in record-breaking time and live the life of my dreams. Let me stress, this video will not be up for much longer because I'm running a test on it. So please, watch it while you can. Oh yeah. Don't sit back and relax. Get on the edge of your seat because I'm going to expose the 5 dirty little lies of the bodybuilding industry and the 5 truths about safely, rapidly, and reliably increasing muscle mass. Dirty little lie number 1. Working out like a professional bodybuilder will get you the body of a professional bodybuilder. The truth, imitating the get big routines of pro bodybuilders found in bodybuilding magazines and websites will only work if you already have the same genetics. Consider a professional bodybuilder like Jay Cutler. The first time he stepped in the gym at the age of 18, he was able to bench press 315 pounds. Crazy. Yeah, that's Jay Cutler right there. If you attempt to train like a genetically gifted bodybuilder, your body won't respond the same way that theirs did. It's like trying to read War and Peace before you've mastered C-Spot Run. It's just not going to happen. Dirty little lie number 2. A longer workout equals bigger muscles. The truth? For the average person, more training does not equal more muscle. If that were true, then all you'd have to do is work out all the time and you'd be huge. Well, you may be doing that already, and you already know the results. In fact, spending hours in the gym is not only stupid and dangerous, but it may have the opposite effect on you. The truth is that your body does not build muscle while you're in the gym. Your body builds muscle while you are resting. Dirty little lie number 3. The body of your dreams is locked inside this pill, powder, or potion. The truth? You don't need overpriced supplements or weight gain shakes to pack on muscle. You need solid training and healthy, inexpensive, natural, flavorful foods that will feed your muscles properly. But what about all those great reviews you read in magazines about these pills and powders? What about all those celebrity endorsements and testimonials? I hope you're sitting down because this might shock you. Every one of these fitness magazines is owned and operated by a supplement company. Ever wonder why so many pills and supplements get 5-page feature articles and such great reviews? Well, now you know. Because the guys who give the glowing reviews about crap work for the companies that make the crap. Oh, and by the way, they're all filled with the same unhealthy rice flour, sugars, fillers, artificial flavors, and sweeteners. So not only are they not helping you gain muscle, they could be destroying your body from the inside out and prevent you from gaining muscle. This graphic says it all. Check out this picture. This body was built by those supplements? Come on, give me a break. Greedy supplement CEOs are laughing all the way to the bank with your money. Dirty little lie number 4. Steroids are safe and harmless if done responsibly. The truth? Steroids are risky and often lead to abuse, and the negative effects are well documented. Most steroid cycles will run you $500 a month, and that's the least of your concerns. Side effects include screwing up your natural hormone levels, liver damage, increased cholesterol, acne, baldness, bitch tits, or man boobs, whatever you want to call them, excuse my language, stunted growth, high blood pressure, and the most dangerous of all, addiction. And most embarrassing, small balls. And whether you stick a syringe in your butt or pop oral pills, be prepared to watch your gains disappear quicker than ice cream cake at fat camp once you stop taking them. And then you're back to square one. Dirty little lie number 5. Buy this magical exercise gizmo and you'll get big instantly. The truth? Your beach body is not going to be built on silky smooth machines and bogus exercise equipment like the Bowflex, Total Gym, or the Weider Max 5000. Not only will those gadgets drain your bank account and cost you hours of frustration setting up, but they'll take weeks trying to figure out how to use them until you get tired of them and they start collecting dust or doubling as a coat rack. Now that you know the truth of how your training and nutrition was sabotaged before you even started it, now that you know what not to do if you ever want safe muscle growth for life, it's time to clear the slate and find out what really works for skinny and average guys. Yes, we're talking about the simple, fast, and safe way I gained 41 pounds of muscle in just under 24 incredible weeks. How can I make a claim that bold and specific? Simple. I can make the claim because it's the truth. I'll even show you some pictures, some of them pretty embarrassing, that verify everything you're hearing from me. Plus, my students, who I'll show you pictures of shortly too, gain even more than I did just by copying my plan. And remember, we're talking about lean muscle mass, not just a pile of weight made up of unhealthy jiggly fat. We'll talk more about that in a second. First, you really should get to know a little about me. All my life I was skinny. So skinny, I used to be nicknamed Skinny Vinny. Did I mention? I hate the word skinny. Other nicknames I had were Bones, String Bean, Scrawny, Twig, Stick, Beanpole, Pencil Neck, or like I said, Skinny Vinny. And if disgusting is a nickname, I've been called that too, by one particularly hot girl back in high school. Thanks for the ego boost, Paula. I hated it. All the hot girls in school dated bigger guys who looked like they could protect them from a nuclear disaster. My puny size destroyed my confidence, so I lived life as a pushover, never standing up for myself and always getting bullied by bigger guys. I hated the summertime because all the other guys were running around the beach in swim trunks, but I kept my shirt on because I was so embarrassed at my scrawny size. None of my clothes fit and I didn't feel like a real man. Here I am. Check out this picture. I'm proud of my country, but not so proud of my body. Are you embarrassed by your scrawny size too? I quit playing school sports because I couldn't handle the, "Oh my God, you're so skinny" comments in the locker room. Most days I looked in the mirror, I felt like crying. I still remember another smoking hot girl in school saying to me in grade 10, "You'd be so much hotter if you put some muscle on your arms." The only thing I wanted was to be big, strong, and muscular. No matter how hard I tried, I remained the same. Skinny, scrawny, weak. I was wimpy, Skinny Vinny. I mean, I had no muscle mass whatsoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have the same problem? I bet you do. So I gave up the dream of being buff because I figured gaining muscle was nearly damn impossible. It's like my muscle building switch was permanently set to the off position. I figured everyone was right. I was destined to live up to my Skinny Vinny nickname, and no one expected anything differently from me, so it wasn't like I was disappointing anyone, except maybe myself. Even my dad, who was usually supportive of me, after seeing me try so desperately to build muscle, would regularly tell me to give up on my bodybuilding dreams. He told me it just wasn't who I was meant to be, and that I should stick to running, just like him and my brothers. I still wanted to make the most of my skinny little runner's body that I was cursed with. So like my dad told me, since I was built like a runner, I became a runner. I even became a triathlete. You know, one of those lean and mean swimming, biking, and running dudes? I got pretty good at it. Sure, it wasn't bodybuilding, but at least it was something. Check out this picture of me, running away from my dreams of having any muscles anywhere on my body. When I headed off to college, matters only got worse. All my roommates happened to be jacked. I'm talking 6-packs and 8-packs and ripped guns. This is me with my roommates. These were the guys wanted to be and the girls wanted to be with. Look at those monsters. Then look at me. Have you ever hid behind someone else in a photo like I did here? Man, the intimidation was unbearable. Especially as I watched from the sidelines for 4 years while they worked out, got bigger and more ripped, and spent their weekends hooking up with the hot college girls, while I spent my time running, getting skinnier and wimpier, and spending my nights reading my kinesiology textbooks or thumbing through my buddy's Victoria's Secret catalog. Outwardly, I liked my buddies, but inside, I secretly hated them. Was 5 pounds of muscle too much to ask for? My friends tried to help me by leaving muscle and fitness magazines on my bed, and I followed what the magazine said for years with no success. One day my roommate started feeding me these insane weight gain shakes with protein powder, ice cream, creatine, and other weight gain ingredients. Finally, a few weeks went by and I gained 5 pounds of pure belly fat. Ever heard of a skinny fat guy? That's what I was becoming. I swear, my body was allergic to muscle. Not only was my body's muscle building switch flipped off, it was locked and chained too. In desperation, I asked my roommate to train me. Take me to the gym. Show me what to do. We resorted to the Bible of bodybuilding, written by none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger, and pulled out his routines. If Arnold's programs couldn't help me, I was surely doomed. Guess what? It turns out I was doomed. I still remember the first quote-unquote real workout I did with a roommate. He proclaimed it was chest day. I kid you not, we did 6 different exercises for chest, 4 sets of each, and we were in the gym for literally over 2.5 hours, all on my chest. For almost 2 weeks, I could not even take any notes in class because my chest was so sore. I felt like an idiot for pursuing this pipe dream of getting big. After more attempts with weight gain shakes and Arnold-style workouts, all I gained was a pot belly and constant muscle soreness. I guess my dad was right. I was born to be a runner. I was just a thought or two away from quitting the bodybuilding dream altogether. But then something happened that changed everything. A chance meeting that changed who I was and who I was meant to be forever. What I learned from that man who turned me from the Canadian beanpole, lanky-framed and disgusting Skinny Vinny into a Canadian fitness model champion. And by the way, my new body and confidence helped me get all the female attention that I could ever imagine. And the love of my life. Check out this picture. That's my knockout fiance and I taking a picture the day before I proposed to her on my 30th birthday. Once I started training his whole new way, the quick and impressive results were absolutely unreal. I started putting on real muscle for the first time in my life. I could already see a difference in just 1 week. Finally, it was like he tore off the padlock on that muscle building switch inside my body and finally let my body grow the way I'd always wanted. 20 pounds of weight gain in 30 days? Yes, I began to see and feel a difference in my clothes and in the mirror almost right away. My muscles got thicker, denser, and I was using heavier and heavier weights each week. All thanks to these simple muscle building secrets I copied from my new friend. As soon as those first 20 pounds grew onto my body in just 30 days, I felt certain that he not only flipped on the muscle building switch, but he switched it to turbo. Once I started working out, eating, and living this new and better way, I threw away all the unhealthy supplements. I threw away all the bodybuilding magazines. I threw away all the goofy home gym equipment. And I threw away all the bodybuilding encyclopedias. Sorry, Arnold. Along with all the misguided faith I'd put into them all. And I gained 21 more pounds of pure muscle in the next 4 months. And once I was released from my daily prison sentence at the gym, I also got my freedom back. And that's when my life really started to get better. All because I trusted my friend to help me gain a total of 41 pounds of solid steel muscle in 24 weeks. And I did it while spending only 3 hours in the gym each week. I began competing in natural fitness model shows. In my very first show, I finished 17th. Not so bad for an ex-skinny guy, don't you think? Next show, I finished 5th. Then in my 3rd show, I won the Canadian Fitness Model Championships in Windsor, Ontario. That was 2005. Recently, in 2009, I competed again and placed 3rd and 2nd in 2 high-level fitness model shows. Now, you probably aren't thinking about competing in bodybuilding or fitness model contests, though you could if you wanted to. It may be that you just want to gain 10 or 15 pounds of muscle so you can stop shopping in the boys department at Sears and wear clothes made for grown-ups. Maybe you just want to gain the respect of your friends and coworkers. Maybe for you, it's about being able to look in the mirror and be proud of what you see. Or maybe what you really want is the confidence to walk up to any beautiful girl you see and have her smile and turn towards you instead of sneer and walk away from you. For me, well, I got all of that and more, and I did it in a healthy, natural, and physiologically safe and sensible way. Let me stress, this is natural, drug-free fitness. Over the past 8 years, I've made it my moral obligation and higher calling to living up to my new nickname, the Skinny Guy Savior, by busting the fitness industry wide open until every last skinny victim of the Muscle Magazine Mafia and the sugar-packed, dream-crushing supplement companies finally flips that switch and gets the body they deserve. I'm talking about you being more like the person